Hey, my name is Izzy. This is Rolling Virtual Cards, and this is the top 25 best superhero movies of all time, according to Esquire. Let's just jump into it and see if we agree. I've seen a lot of superhero movies. I don't know if I've seen all these 25, but we'll check it out. And stay tuned for the next video in the future where I'll show you my list of my favorite 25 superhero movies. So, it's going to be one of these. That's fine. 25 is Thunderbolts. I'm fine with that. I like Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts is fine. If someone said Thunderbolts was in their top 25, I wouldn't be upset with them. I'd say that's fine. I think it's a fun movie. I think it has a point to get across. Shazam. I don't love Shazam, the movie. I love Shazam as a hero. They're one that I've always connected to and liked growing up in cartoons, but I didn't love how they did this. I guess it's because it's based off the New 52, and that's just not what I wanted. But my example of Shazam comes from the old DC animated movies and stuff, so I wouldn't put it in my top 25. But if you like the New 52 version of Shazam and Billy Batson, that's fine. I think Zachary Levi is a little too silly with Shazam, which bothers me. Usually when you see the difference, it's like Billy is silly and Captain Marvel Shazam is not silly. So, and then he's silly as an adult, and that's like their take on it, and I'm just like not here for that. Or like the Super. I have not seen Super. I can't speak on it. I don't know if it's any good. Y'all let me know if it's worth being in the top 25. Thor Ragnarok. I think Thor Ragnarok is a completely serviceable movie. Anyone who wants it in their top 25, perfectly reasonable. I enjoy it the first time, and every single subsequent time I watch it, I find more things to nitpick about it and more time to just dislike it, because World War Hulk, Planet Hulk is one of my favorite stories. That is not what we got. It's not what we were promised either, but it's what I was hoping. And it bothered me, and so yeah, as the movie itself, I think it's a fun movie. But I don't think Thor gets to be Thor enough in this movie. I think he's too much of kind of a goofball comedy relief. I think everyone in here is a comedy relief, and that's problematic. Thor is great as his comedy style is best when it's fish out of water. He says something that's just kind of like stupid or dumb. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's kind of like poignant, but he says it in a dumb way. But in here, they're like, what if everyone was funny? Yeah. I'm not a Ragnarok hater, but I wouldn't put it in my 25. Watchmen. Haven't seen Watchmen. Haven't watched the original Watchmen. Should watch it. But I've been told that it's good. Superman 2. I, as a Superman fan, actually haven't seen Superman 2. I watched the first one. I've never gotten around to watch the second one. That might be a lie. I might have watched it and just forgot about watching it because I was like way younger when I did. Because this came out before I was born. But again, can't really speak on it. So, Avengers Endgame. If Endgame is in your top 25, or your top 20, or your top 10, more power to you. Fantastic movie. Slow burn at the beginning, but the culmination is amazing, and every time I watch it, I find more to love about it. Because there's more and more payoffs, there's more and more feels. it's just great to see these characters realize their potential and their end game at the end of everything. So having seen all the movies up to Endgame, watching Endgame is always a treat. So I don't bat it. It's not in my top. Actually, is it? Let me double check. It is not in my top 25. So perfectly fine. It's suitable. But again, if it is in yours, I think it's a great movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This one, I might disagree with. And I want to say might. It's a very might. And the reason why I'm saying might, because I love the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. I don't think there's a single flop in all three. I like all three. I think they're all fun. I like 1 the best, followed by 3 and then 2. We'll see if the other ones are on this list. 2, just I don't like how Star-Lord acts the entire time. He's just an idiot. But I guess that's like the point, is he is an idiot. But I'm not a fan of that whole plot contrivance. It kind of just bothers me. So it rubs me the wrong way most of the movie. And that's when there's like a cliche of like, yeah, this guy's obviously the bad guy. And you know the entire time this guy's obviously the bad guy. It just bugs me. So. But again, I like all 3, so we'll see if the other 2 are in here. I haven't seen anything to do with Kamen Rider, so I can't talk about Kamen Rider, but I've seen a lot of people talking about it. So. Hellboy. I love Hellboy. Hellboy is a top 3, at least top 5 superheroes. He's in the contention for top 5, possibly top 3. My favorite's Superman, but Hellboy's up there, at least in top 5. I love this movie. I can rewatch this movie 100 times over and never be bored. Part of it is due to Ron Perlman. I am such a Ron Perlman fan. And the other part is Guillermo del Toro. Anything Guillermo del Toro makes, I will watch and enjoy. So, Winter Soldier. Yes, Winter Soldier is probably the best Captain America movie. But Civil War is right up there. So, if you want to choose between the 2, go ahead. I also love the original. I love period pieces. I love that type of war movie. And so I enjoy it. Absolutely fantastic choice as a movie here. And it's an espionage movie. And there's so many good quotable lines here. Man, this is what people think of when they think of like Revenge of the Sith, because they think of all these quotable lines, but this is also a good movie. The Crow. Have never seen The Crow. Tried watching it. The backgrounds were too dark. I couldn't really see what was going on. Just wasn't in the mood for it. I'll give it a chance another time. Let me know if this one's worth watching. Logan. Again, not in mine, but if it's in yours, again, totally suitable. Absolutely phenomenal movie. I don't like his clone. It kind of throws me off that they did a clone. I'm like, guys, there's so many other villains you could have had. And you didn't. You had to do a young clone of Logan as a villain. Like, really? It's so dumb. I don't like it. It just kind of ruins the pace of the movie. The movie is so well done, so well paced, so well acted, and then this clone comes in and it just kind of ruins it for me. That's proof that a single part can ruin a movie for you. I'll rewatch it, and every time I get to that scene, I'm just like, this guy's in this movie again, isn't he? Okay, I'll deal with it. But yeah, let me know if any other like movies single parts ruin it for you. The Batman. I am disappointed with myself. I haven't watched The Batman yet. Maybe I'll watch it after this. I don't know. I've got time. I'll see if I can find a spot to watch it, and I'll just sit down and watch it. Into the Spider-Verse. Yes. Absolutely love these movies. Both Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. Masterpiece movie. Love them both. Perfect movies for me. They really show you exactly what Spider-Man can do, and they changed, not just changed, they revolutionized the way we animate to this day. So, that's how great they are. The 1989 Batman. You know, I'll respect. If you want to put this in your top 10, go right ahead. I'm not going to get mad at you. I think it's a perfectly suitable top 10 movie. Part of me thinks it's nostalgia blinding you. Jack Nicholson's a great Joker, but he is just doing his Mark Hamill. Or is Mark Hamill doing his Jack Nicholson? Let me get that one right. Yeah, Mark Hamill is just doing a Jack Nicholson. But do I love this movie? Yes, I do. I can never get tired of this movie. I love Jack Nicholson. I love Michael Keaton. So, I think this is such a fun movie. And it really does show that kind of cartoony aspect where it's like, the Gotham feels like Gotham. It feels dystopian. It feels all out of the place. It feels confusing because they don't show how people get anywhere. This isn't just New York. This is Gotham. X2 X-Men United. I don't know if this one deserves to be in a top 10. I might disagree with this one. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen X2. I recently watched X1. We need to watch X2 so I can have a better take on this one. It has been over a decade since I've seen X2. So, I'm going to hold my statements, and I'll let you guys know in a short whether or not I agree with this. It's been a while. Y'all can let me know too down below. Is this worth keeping here? Is this a top 10 contender? Unbreakable. No. Yes, no, maybe? Is it? I like Unbreakable. Again, it's been, I think I saw it a few years after it came out when I was a little older. It's a good movie. It's a good story. Good story. And this is superheroes, and he is a superhero with a weakness and a twist. You know, yeah, you want to put it in your top 10, I ain't gonna get upset with you. I like this movie. I like Bruce Willis. It's sad what happened. What's happening to him. Wonder Woman. Hot take? I don't like this movie. I don't like this version of Wonder Woman. I don't. Call me a Zack Snyder hater. I think that's my title on TikTok, actually. #1 Zack Snyder hater. But I don't like this Wonder Woman. It doesn't feel like Wonder Woman to me. It's not the Wonder Woman I grew up on. I grew up on the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited Wonder Woman, right? This Wonder Woman that's playful and fun and spirited and interesting, not boring fish out of water. And that's what this one is. She's just Thor. They just said Thor worked. What if we just did Thor but Wonder Woman? I'm like, but that's not, Wonder Woman isn't Thor. Wonder Woman, like, because they wanted to give their like introductions all at the same time, they had to have them all there at the same time. But that's not how stuff works, right? Wonder Woman is like a demigod, right? So she exists for a long time. So she can exist and then come in, and she's no longer weird. But when she comes in, she's still the fish out of water for some strange reason. She doesn't need to be the fish out of water anymore. She knows what she's doing. She is the ambassador for Esquire. Like, she's been doing this for a while, guys. And their portrayal of her is just so strange. And to make her so enamored, there's some cool action scenes. There are. I'll give you that. The ending fight was a CGI slop fest, but most superhero movies break down into that, so I'm not going to get too upset about that. But the villain came out of nowhere. I don't like it. I'm just never been a fan. I wanted to, and I just don't. If you have it in your top 10, I'm going to question you. Top 25, maybe. Maybe if you're like, oh, this is like, within like that, like 25 to 20, I'm like, okay. 25 to 21, cool. But if it's in your top 20, I'm going to be like, really? Wonder Woman? Okay. Gal Gadot? Okay. Whatever you say. Black Panther. Yeah, this is another hot take of mine. I didn't like Black Panther. I didn't hate Black Panther. I just found it boring. But I think I found it boring because it wasn't for me. And that's fine. Not every movie's for you, right? This was not meant for me. It didn't hit any notes for me. It wasn't designed for me. It was meant for other people and other communities, and that's perfect. I think it's well acted. I think, let me get the names of the actors right. I think that Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan and the person who played Shuri, all the actors honestly did great, right? And I love the world that they set up of Wakanda. But I don't like the trope of, you have to stand in for your father. I'm not a fan of that trope, and I think that's my problem with the movie. I'm always been of like, be your own man, and fighting this like whole, who should I be? Myself, my father, myself, my father. It always feels redundant to me because I know the movie's eventually going to be like, well, you're going to choose to be yourself. And that's what he does. He chooses to be who he is, And so, yeah, like Michael B. Jordan's character is much, like Killmonger is a lot more interesting of a character, seeing where he comes from. So I didn't fall in love with it. Maybe I should rewatch it and see if I fall in love with it again. Like on a third watching. It's a third or fourth watching. I've seen it a few times. But I just didn't love it. Now here's the thing though. I love its sequel. I love Namor. I love the people, his Atlantean people. I think it's Atlantean or whatever his fish people are. And I love everything that happens there. I think it's super unique and interesting. And I love Shuri taking over the mantle as Black Panther. I love that. That was super cool. This one just seemed like by the number. And so I don't understand why people praise this movie to be as high as it is. And that's on me. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. So if someone wants to explain why Black Panther would be in your top 10, top 5, go right ahead. That'd be great. I'd love to understand more. Number 5 is The Invincibles, or The Incredibles, I mean. And yeah, I love The Incredibles. If you have this anywhere in your top 25, I'm not going to bat an eye. I think this is a perfect superhero movie. And I think it really is a unique idea that we don't see enough in actual comic books. Like, I don't think I've seen a comic book run with the concept of superheroes are outlawed. And what do? Right? Very unique. The Avengers. The original Avengers. Yes, okay. Again, if you put the Avengers anywhere on your list, I agree with you. Hands down, I love this movie. Such a great movie. I don't think it's a perfect movie. I think there's a lot of issues with it. I don't think it holds up perfectly. think there's some boring parts to it, especially the beginning. But I do love this movie. It's fun. It's so fun. I love the characters, and I think they're using the characters the way I want them to, the best in this Avengers. So, right up there with like Endgame, but The Dark Knight, yeah, The Dark Knight. As much as people say it's overrated doesn't mean bad. It just means too many people like it. And guess what? Yeah, too many people like this movie because it's good, and it's a good movie. I love The Dark Knight, guys. This movie is phenomenal. Heath Ledger's portrayal as the Joker is my second favorite. It's right behind Mark Hamill's. And yeah, it is just, I don't know, there's not much else I can say about it that hasn't been said. Spider-Man 2, yeah, if Spider-Man 2 is anywhere on your list, I'm gonna say yes, that's a perfectly suitable movie. I like Spider-Man 1 more, but I enjoy Green Goblin and I just spaced out on his actor, Willem Dafoe. His portrayal is perfection. So, but I do love Spider-Man 2. So if it's anywhere on your list, I'm not even going to question it. And Sam Raimi's a great director. One of my favorites. Superman, 1978. Yeah, this is a great movie. I'm not even going to question it. I love this movie. I think it's great. It's my favorite superhero. This movie is fantastic and started off the entire superhero movie race. It showed that you could turn these comic books into movies. So without it, we wouldn't have any of the other movies. So, yeah, totally understand why it would be there. Y'all let me know what your top 3, 10, 25, whatever you want to down in the doobly-doo. Peace.